A little bit hairy there, I felt, for the first 20, 25 minutes. Before we talk about some of the specifics in game, Curse got their comfort picks. They got Lulu, they got Dr. Mundo. They came out the gate swinging. I didn't feel like they were getting bullied around like we seen yesterday.
It definitely felt like they kept a lot of their momentum from the series they had yesterday against Dignitas right into the Cloud9 game. They got the Mundo and Lulu. Once again, that's a combo that really works well for them. And honestly, they were in a position to win the game.
Yeah, it looked like when that Trundle, once he got enough tank stats, though, where they couldn't just spike him out, he was unkillable. Like, Curse's team comp just didn't have anywhere near enough damage to kill him. And
I wanna pick your brain about that Trundle pick, because if you looked at Cloud9's comp, in my mind, there was a lot of pick-type champions. You know, the Elise, LeBlanc, Morgana. Land something, blow somebody up. And the Trundle, while it did work out, it took a very long time for Cloud9 to really get rolling. What's your take on Trundle and how it fitted in with Cloud9 after seeing the whole game?
I mean, at the beginning, it looked like it was a really weak pick because he didn't... Like, Trundle needs a lot of items before he can become a relevant champion. And it looked like they were going through the banned pick phase, and they're like, wait, how are we going to kill this Mundo? Like, oh, I'll just ulti him with the Trundle, and we'll just burn him down. And, yeah, once Cloud9 got a lead, they just ran Curse over in team fights.
Yeah, I don't have too much to add about that. I think Curse had their comfortable team comp. Cloud9 had an insurance strategy with the Trundle pick. The LeBlanc was to get them at the learning phase and run around the map and kill people, and the Trundle was just there just in case.
Well, we do have a replay. Initially, you felt like Curse was somewhat in control of the game. Let's pull the first replay up onto your screens. 13 minutes in. This is actually the second Dragon fight. The first one went pretty badly for Curse. This one goes a little bit better. Saint, talk us through what went right, what went wrong, as we roll the clip out.
Yeah, I think like the big mistake from Cloud9's part right here was they blew all of their damage in CC on Bunny Fufu, and they didn't even spike him out and kill him. So what happens is Dominate ends up going on High. High has no abilities up because he just used them on the support, and they just stick on him with his team comp. It's just a bunch of slows, a bunch of really tanky people hard to kill, and they just whittle everybody down. So this is exactly the type of team fight that Curse is looking for. And you see Morgana gets a really good ultimate in here, right in the center of the team, but Graves has the passive for all the magic resistant armor. Lulu has all of her shields, so it doesn't really do enough damage, and they just train him down the entire time while Quas is keeping everybody busy.
Yeah, and this is just the strength point of the Mundo Lulu team composition. They get those extended team fights where they will continue to damage you while you just straight up can't kill them. And this is the point where it really seemed like Curse might have something going.
Yep.
In theory. Yeah. And a little bit later, around 24 minutes on the clock, Curse initiate a massive team fight. It could have won them the game. Unfortunately, execution came into play. So let's pull that second replay up onto your screens. It does come a little bit later in this matchup. And I know when we were watching it, we felt, well, Curse, they went a bit ham, maybe a little too ham. Jat, talk us through what you liked and disliked about this.
This was the story of the game. I thought this was a great teleport because Curse felt like they were stronger in the fight. I just feel like they misplayed the fight and Cloud9 outplayed them. First off, the Mundo ultimate popped way too fast, so he didn't get the maximum effectiveness out of this. And secondly, look where Voyboy puts himself in this fight. Right in the middle of it, right next to Lemon Nation. He gets blown up, and once Voyboy is down, the shields and speed from Mundo were gone as well. And since Quas used his ultimate, he didn't have that. Mundo Lulu is the heart of the Curse teamfight composition, and they mismanaged their cooldowns and allowed Cloud9 to just stick in there and beat them in a sustained fight, which if Curse used their spells properly, I don't think would have happened.
Yep, and Cloud9 just snowballed off this. They took the Baron right after this. I'm like, wait, Trundle actually has some items now. He's really damn hard to kill with that low DPS.
I mean, I think the game was over after this fight, but right up until this fight, Curse was in such a great position to win. This was a full ace. Plus the Baron. And what was it, 5 or 10 minutes after that, the game was completely over.
Yeah, it's just such a huge shift in gold. It's just done. You just don't have enough damage on Curse's team comp to win.
So Kobe talked about the itemizations. I know we were talking a little bit about it. I want to put you guys on the spot. Let's look at, for example, Meteos. He went for those Ionian Boots of Lucidity, Ancient Golem into Void Staff, got some pen. We were discussing maybe CDR runes. Didn't turn out to be the case. Double lockets being rushed, you know, on both sides of the teams. What was your take on some of the items? Did you also think it was a little oddball, or, you know, it's what you expected?
I thought the Elise build was something I didn't expect, but after you think about it, their whole comp is built around getting these picks. And, of course, Elise she has really high base numbers on her abilities, so if you can just rotate those abilities faster, you can do more damage overall. And, of course, he bought for his last item, I think, for the end of the game, was a Void Staff.
Yep. Yeah.
So the pen didn't even really matter that much in the end. And, of course, he has Tenacity from the Ancient Golem. So kind of a weird build at the start, but it makes sense in the end.
Minos has actually been experimenting with a lot of different builds on Elise ever since the Elise nerfs happened. He's tried Spectral Wraith, maxing E second, making up for the damage and getting a 2-second stun. This seems to be the one he settled on. It's a big tanky build, which is nice for Cloud9, but then once he gets the Void Staff, he actually cycles more damage than he did before, so it's a slightly slower scaling, better late game Elise build than he previously had.
So let's step back, look at the game as a whole. I felt that Curse put up a much better fight than they did yesterday throughout most of the series. They were in control for a while. Maybe one poorly executed team fight really sort of sealed their deal. Cloud9, on the other hand, a little slow out the gate. It is, of course, their first game of the weekend. What's your take? I mean, do you think Cloud9 are now going to warm up, or was this just a matter of having this oddball composition that struggled early?
I think the fact that Curse was coming out of the series that they had with Dig helped them out a lot. I mean, you saw that they implemented the strategy that Dig did, where they did the level 2 push, and they just pretty much copied it, and so did Cloud9. So that helped them out a lot. I think Cloud9 might be warmed up now, though, so it's going to be a lot crazier of a game.
Yeah, I think actually Curse's best strategy was the Lulu Mundo, and they lost with it. So either they tried again, probably lose again because Cloud9 is going to be more warmed up, or they try something entirely different that maybe catches Cloud9 by surprise. But Cloud9 is not typically the team that successfully gets caught off guard. They're very good at running their stuff.
Yeah, and I think you heard Charlie saying it in the interview as well, that they're not sure what Curse are going to play, not sure what oddball picks, so they're going to focus on their own game, focus on their own compositions. We're a couple of minutes away from going to an ad break, so I want to talk about Game 2 in more depth. Coming out of the gate, Ryze and Jax were banned away by Cloud9. They are now on the red side. Is there even room for discussion that Jax is going to make it through? Maybe it's the first blue side Jax ban that we've seen all weekend.
I don't see Jax coming out.
No.
It's just losing to a Jax is one of the most brutal losses, just because it's like, well, who are we going to send up there to deal with that guy? He's kind of strong, and he just took her in him. All right, we lose.
Yeah, not after what Quas did with it yesterday, and not after how much Cloud9 respects the Jax pick. They can deal with pretty much anything else, but they're not going to want to deal with the Jax.
So very quickly, predictions. Is Cloud9 going to pick up the second game, or are we going to a decider?
Yeah, I think Cloud9 is most likely coming out 2-0. They're strong momentum. They were the favorites coming in. Game 1 was the chance for, I think, Curse to pick up a surprise win, and that's gone.
Yep, I'd like to give it to Curse, but I'm sorry, it's Cloud9.
Well, there we go. We've heard the analysts talking about it. We do have to go to a very quick ad break. When we come back, we'll see if Cloud9 can lock out their spot in the finals when they battle it out with Curse in Game 2. The North American LCS will return faster than a flash cooldown.